For more on Nvidia's quarter, let's bring in Susquehanna's Christopher Rolland. Chris, great to have you with us.
Hi, how are you?
As Tim made this point, and I think it was an excellent point, the fact that the stock is not doing much given the guidance, it may actually be viewed as a very positive thing.
Perhaps. I mean, we're getting used to these monster beats. We had basically for the guide 20 billion. They hit that on the nose. We were doing our best to do a buy-side whisper number there. And so that is what we would expect, a flat stock with that 20 billion guide.
How concerned are you about China?
China is China. That's history. As a few weeks ago, they said that they will not be shipping there, but there is demand elsewhere in other geographies to make up for that full China gap. I suspect that they are going to have a respin of some of these parts. Whether they will be performant enough to the Chinese liking, I don't know. But they will probably be getting back into this market in some form, over probably the next few months.
Chris, Tim mentioned competition as well. And obviously, NVIDIA, huge head start without question. And they've done a remarkable job. But people are getting into this space very quickly. Is this a quarter or this and next quarter potentially where we start seeing margins peak and then start to decelerate? I mean, operating margins, I think it's almost 64% is pretty remarkable in this space.
Yeah, so they will not be able to capture NVIDIA's 20-year lead on the software side around AI. They will chip away at the edges, but CUDA is dominant and well beyond most of their competitors. The closest thing you're going to get is Google's TPU. AMD's MI300 is really interesting. One of the most interesting parts about it was the extra memory, the almost double that it had over NVIDIA. And then NVIDIA comes out with the H200, basically doubles up their memory and erodes some of that competitive advantage. So I would say all parts are moving here in this race, and NVIDIA is moving very fast, and they're not conceding anything.
How would you describe relations between NVIDIA and the rest of the hyperscalers who are trying to create their own kind of chips? Does it create bottlenecks for them where NVIDIA is going to hold back supply to them because they would like to continue to dominate as they have been?
I think, perhaps probably one of the most shining examples is OpenAI or Microsoft. And NVIDIA shipped a ton of H100s to them, particularly early in the cycle as well. And we just saw the Microsoft announcement about Maya, which will eventually be H100 or NVIDIA competitor here. And so I don't think that's the case. I think NVIDIA wants to ship as many of these as they can sell to whoever they'd like to sell in an unbiased way.
Hey, you just mentioned you were trying to get a sense of the buy-side whisper. When you talk to, let's say, hedge fund clients, for instance, and they're like looking at this story and they're saying how unique this is and they maybe have missed it, can you actually say to them, with expected 50% earnings and sales growth next year, but then expected to kind of step down in 2026 and beyond that this is a good buy here at current valuation? Because a lot of folks are trying to figure out valuations and maybe they don't care so much about that. I'm just curious, how is the buy side thinking about this? The stock has obviously been really volatile in the last 3 months, trading between 400 and 500. It seems like, every other month here.
Yeah, I mean, we're now down to a very basic 25 PE on next year's numbers. You can make some adjustments to that, but that's a reasonable number. The real kind of issue at hand here is how sustainable are these data center numbers that they're putting out. I think you guys were talking earlier about those beats, the expected beats, the decremental beat as we move into next year. And we are in that camp. We are starting to take our numbers down. We're thinking we're hitting cruising altitude here, and there could even be a small reset into next year. So that 25 number could go down to 20, but then bounce up to 30 on some sort of a reset. But I think we're in the ballpark for a really good valuation here if you look out a couple of years for NVIDIA, particularly given their growth rate and their dominance in this area.